The upcoming Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra leaks in real-world pictures, and we finally get a good look at the upcoming device. Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. Samsung's Galaxy S22 Ultra is the phone that is technically going to be the top of the line within the Galaxy lineup next year. We had a leak of what the phone might look like and some of the specs that we are supposed to expect from the device about a month or two ago. And there were rumors that the device might change names and, the design that might actually differ a lot from what we've seen so far in the latest Galaxy devices. But now we actually have a look at the phone in the real world. That's right. Somebody took pictures of the device and they put them online, of course. And now we can actually get a good look at what the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is supposed to look like, assuming that these images are not super old and that this is obviously the final design of the device and all those disclosures that come with a leak like this. One of the reasons why the images of the device are so credible is because they have actually taken time to edit out a lot of stuff on the device that could identify who the device belongs to or who is in charge of testing it and all these things. So when you see in the images that I'm about to show you all the areas that are darkened out is because of that reason. It's so no one can trace back the origin of the images. Now, along with the images that leaked, we also have what we can expect when it comes to the specs of the device. And like I said, this is going to be the top of the line device, so you will expect this device to have everything and anything that Samsung can throw at the phones. As you can tell, the images are from frontpagetech.com, and here we can take a look at what the phone looks like on the front. And the way it looks is not that much different from devices that are around today. The screen's a little more curved than what was expected. The expectation was that it was going to be a square design, but as we can see, it has that curvature on the edges, on the sides, and that's something that Samsung has been doing. Of course, we continue to have that pinhole camera on the top. The next image shows us what the device looks like when it's on. And again, this doesn't differ much from current Galaxy devices. It looks the same. We are expecting to have a 6.8-inch Super AMOLED display with variable refresh rates of up to 120 Hz, an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, which is going to be under the display, is going to have Snapdragon 898 and a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It looks like if this is actually the device that we're going to receive, we're going to continue that trend of variable refresh rates that has been around for a while, but now Apple has made it into the mainstream with the Pro Max thing. The Pixel 6 is going to have the same thing. And so it looks like every flagship or device going forward is going to support this variable refresh rate mode. So here we have the back of the device, and here's where we see the first biggest change to what the phone looks like. Curiously, that sticker in the middle says confidential, unauthorized use prohibited, no photo allowed, not for sale, do not leak info. It looks like whoever has this phone decided not to abide by the first and third rule on that sticker. I think Tyler Durden will be very, very angry. Going back to the camera, we expect 108 megapixels for the main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 10 megapixel telephoto camera. We will also get a 10 megapixel periscope camera. As you can tell, that will be the biggest change when it comes to the design of the device. Gone is that frame that was stuck on the back of the device that made it look like the cameras were an afterthought and they had just been placed there. We still have the lenses protruding out, And it kind of gives me a little bit of concern that they don't have that plate around it. If the lenses feel a little exposed, in my opinion, like they could scratch very easily or break very easily if you were to drop the phone. Somehow that framing that the old devices had, in my opinion, give it a little more security maybe, or made them a little more sturdy. I don't know if that's true or not, but at least having that gave it that appearance. But at the same time, that look of the lenses hasn't changed much. Still looks pretty much just like the old devices, except without that plate around the lenses. And then finally, we have the bottom of the device with a USB-C port. But the biggest thing is the S Pen. So we see here the silo with the S Pen. As is been rumored, the device most likely will take over the Galaxy Note devices. So as you can see, this device is going to most likely take the place of the Note lineup. And that's something that I talked about in one of my previous videos, that it made sense for Samsung to just do that and, charge a little more for the Ultra in order to take place of the Note, because then you don't have to have that Note devices taking the space where the foldable devices go, which also supports S Pen now. And that way you can have, a pretty clean demarcation between if you want a regular device with an S Pen, then you go with the Ultra. If you want a foldable device with an S Pen, then you go with a Galaxy Z Fold line, and then you don't have to worry about that middle phone not only taking resources that are scarce right now, but also when it comes to pricing, because Samsung has lowered the price of the Galaxy Z Fold so much that having that middle device there kind of takes away from people who will be willing to pay the extra money for a device. So if you place, let's say, the Samsung Galaxy S Ultra at $1,200, $1,300 with S Pen support, and then you jump into the foldable device, which was $1,800 this year, hoping the next year it's probably going to drop in price. Then you can just go in between those two instead of having the middle one, which will have to be around $1,500. And a device that's not that much bigger than the Ultra and not that much bigger than the foldable devices. So it becomes a redundant device, which is why I'm thinking the Note is gone. That's what makes sense to me when it comes from a marketing standpoint and pricing point as well. So finally, we have the device that doesn't actually look that much different from previous devices, except, like I said, in the back of the device, losing that plate around the cameras. But Samsung clearly isn't innovating a lot on the design, isn't changing a lot of the design. It's not going as bold as Google went with the Pixel. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So that's everything that we know about the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. What do you think about the new design? Is this something that you're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy it because it doesn't look as ugly as last year? So you're like, it just looks like another Samsung device. Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.